Welcome back to another detailing adventure. First off, before anything, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. It really does mean the most, guys. You are greatly appreciated. Today's video, I do want to emphasize the clay bar, but there's a series to come soon where I explain my exterior wash and the paste wax process and give you as much information for free as I can to help as many of you out there. And I really do hope it does. And if it does, don't be afraid to leave a like, guys. Don't be afraid to leave a comment or subscribe. Alright? Alright. Well, let's jump into this. Step 1. It's the breakdown of the exterior wash. Like I said, I'll hit back on this in a very in-depth video. But let's just say the exterior wash alone is one of the most important steps for all of this. You need to prep your surface way before you even think of clay barring or applying a wax for optimal clean and shine. Like I said, guys, this is to optimize it. Obviously you can do it, but it's not going to look good. It's not going to look as good as it could have. It's just bad for the paint too, and you'll learn. You'll learn why if you keep on watching. So keep on watching, guys. As you can all see, I do a waterless wash, and many of you might not be doing the same as me. Let me just say, you just have to be able to provide a well done exterior wash, whether that be with water or not. I'd say it's personal preference, but I do love my waterless wash. I will leave a link below to the science of the waterless wash because I know many of you may have questions. Soon I'll make a full video, breaking down the waterless wash from my point of view. Next step, clay bar. What is it? Consistency wise, it's a play-doughy feel, and it can come in higher grits. You know, this is just to remove basically a lot of the contaminants. As you can tell what a clay bar looks like and feels like. If not, I'll pop up a picture right now. Okay, now that you know how it looks like, that's what it is. Clay bar what does it do? Okay, it removes the contaminants that are sitting on the surface of the paint. You can do a quick test by running your hands on the paint. If you can hear it, it sounds a bit sandpapery, or if you can feel it dragging, such as like tree sap, road tar, or most things that are sitting on the surface. Clay is the easiest way to remove one of these. Disclaimer: it will not change how the paint looks, but it can change how it feels, from being a rough texture to more of a glass-like finish. And that's ideal, guys. You know it is. But I'm sure it definitely has some effect to how it looks. You be the judge. Tell me down below what you think. Clay bar, what it prevents, well, it helps as well. Let me just say that. Then it helps to leading into using products that remove swirls, scratches, because if you don't clay bar before doing that, you can run a risk of pushing those contaminants further into the paint, which creates more scratches, guys. So simply by clay barring, you prevent even more scratches on the vehicle when you start to lead to heavier compounds on, any surface of the paint. What are some things that you need? Yeah, the clay bar is a duo. You definitely always need to use some sort of lubricant. I would personally say using a cleaner for detailing something with lubricant, not just water, doesn't provide the same optimal lubrication, but it's definitely better to be safe than sorry. So in my opinion, guys, I'd say try to find any sort of quick detailer, any clay bar combo one that you use together with your clay bar, because you want it to glide. It's not supposed to be some pressure type thing. But let me keep going, and you'll figure that out if you keep on going as well. I think this is good instructionals, but we're going to try to keep it as basic as possible for very new detailers, or even weekend warriors, or if you're been in your detailing journey and you know all about this. Comment down below some other tips and tricks that you might hear me miss out, and let's help each other out in the comment section. It's a community that wants to do better, and you want to push each other. And imagine if you had someone that sat across from you that had already been doing what you were doing for so much longer, They've already made all the right and wrong decisions, and you could just send that other person that's just starting out on the right path. That just makes you feel great, I hope. But that's part of my reason for making these videos, guys. On to step number 3. Clay bar technique number 1. So these are basically some clay bar techniques, also explaining kind of the step process. Is the pre-check. You can rub the surface after an exterior wash, and if you can hear a bit of a rough sound when gliding your hand on the paint, there's a good chance you need a good clay barring. Might not be able to see them, but you can definitely hear them. So that's something if you want to keep in your mind every once in a while when someone asks, like, hey, what does a clay bar even do? Do I need it? And there you go, you got yourself a test. Clay bar technique number 2. Be very generous when it comes to using a quick detailer or a lubricant when it comes to the process. You know you have enough when you're gliding over the paint with ease. With ease, guys, you understand that? It's with ease. Make sure you're lubricating the clay bar so it's nice and malleable and glidable. That's technique number 3, guys. That's a sneaky one. It sounds obvious, but you might forget, and it's always good to have more. Technique number 4 is clean, straight lines on the surface. That is impaired with lubrication. You know, we kind of have an inclination to do circles, but when it comes to clay, get a good lines and little to no pressure. Keep it nice and regimented. We love a system. When you do then you proceed to do it the opposite way. Then you're forming a hashtag effect on the panel. You'll see the nasty contaminants come right off. Next, with a clean microfiber towel, the surface you've worked, clean it off in one passion. One pass is what I mean. In a parallel fashion, and you'll see, just looking how nice it looks, how glass-like it sounds. The 5th technique, guys. Some panels, now it is time to fold the clay bar so it's malleable. That means you're pushing the contaminants to the center. So now you have a new clay bar side to begin work again. Disclaimer, if you, even after you fold it and malleable it and, you know, did the ultimate every clay bar movement you learned as a child growing up, and you still can't get the nasties out, then it's most likely time to switch to a fresh new one, or even if you dropped it, switch it out, guys. It's better to be safe than sorry, is what I always like to say. And I think that's pretty much for the 3 steps in today's video. If this helped you in any way, please comment down below. If it didn't, please comment down below. Remember to leave a like is what I mean. And to wrap it up are some key takeaways. So first one is half the clay bar. So if you do lose a piece or drop it, you still have something to work with. Use loads of lubrication, quick detailer. And like I said, I mentioned quick detailer because this is what I use personally sometimes. Or like I said, you can just find anything with some good lubrication in it that can help it glide easily. And if you're interested in any products for that, go down below. I have a link in the description to a website that basically discounts you if you buy in bulk. And personally, I prefer to buy in bulk because I like to just get it and grab it and go instead of maybe going to the store consistently or waiting for Amazon to ship my thing. You know, I'm all about ease, guys. Just make it easier on ourselves. But that's a little side tangent. So your clay bar can glide off the top of the surface with nice and ease. Like I said before, work a hashtag effect. Also, never give yourself more than you can chew. I recommend working at one panel at a time. Pretty much it for today's video. So if you took anything away, please let me know. And please have a great day because you deserve it.